Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on September the 16th, 2020. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. All right, so as usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. And in terms of the data, the pound data came in positive, so we did see British pound go up. And coming up here tomorrow, a busy day for the US session here. So first of all, we have CPI numbers here, inflation numbers coming in for the pound. And again, if the data is better than expected, we could see that push higher, especially since the pound has dropped so much. We can get a bit more of a pullback here. So watch out for that. We also have trade balance numbers here. These are always important. We are expecting a higher number. So if that number, this number meets the expectations, that would be good for the euro. We have CPI numbers, again, inflation numbers for Canada as well. So Canadian dollar didn't do that great today. So if the numbers are below expectations, that will have a negative impact on Canadian dollar. And then US dollar here, core retail sales numbers, which are important because that will show how the economy is doing. So if the numbers are below expectations, that is a negative sign. So we may see a negative impact on the US dollar as a result of that. And but we may also see the stock market react negatively to that. So keep an eye on that. The main thing here would be the FOMC tomorrow. So Fed hasn't really said, well, Fed tried to provide some guidance to the market last time at the Jackson Hole Symposium, but I don't think the market is quite clear on exactly, excuse me, exactly how they are intending to implement the changes that they put forward there. So at this point, market will be paying special, or participants will be paying special attention to any more forward guidance provided by the Fed. So any more talk of easing of monetary policy will have a negative impact on the US dollar, but positive impact on the stock market. And then we also, towards the end of the New York session here, we have GDP numbers from New Zealand, and it's supposed to drop here, negative 12.5%. Quite a jump here. So this is for the quarter. With the lockdown, the negative number is expected, but if it's bigger than this, that will be negative for New Zealand. And then we have employment numbers here from Australia here. And at this point, it's not too bad. It's supposed to go up a little bit. So if the numbers are worse than what the expected numbers here are, that will be negative for the for Australian dollar. So both of these important numbers for both New Zealand and Australian dollars. So expect volatility there. Monetary policy statement for Japan. If they don't change anything, I wouldn't expect much of a change. Now, we'll have to see what happens here. Any talk of more monetary policy stimulus, any sort of negative or downward forecast for the upcoming months, all of that could have a negative impact. So just keep that in mind. So overall, this is a busy day here tomorrow, so expect volatility in the market. All right, let's go to our charts now. We'll start off with euro dollar here. Euro, yes, we were looking for a bit of a move higher here. We got that, didn't quite reach the 19 on the top here, just a little shy of that, but we did see that drop. like we had discussed yesterday. So nice bearish candle close here, nice pin bar. I would look for a drop, so a bit of a pullback here, and then looking for a drop and a move back towards the 1750 level here. So bias is bearish here for euro dollar. So as we can see here, price has been trading sideways here for a long time, and so I'm looking for price to drop further here. Pound dollar here, it pulled back today. Important thing to note here, it hasn't broken the resistance yet. So it is looking, it is bullish here. The concern will be if it doesn't go through the resistance, we can just, we may see a drop. And then the second option that actually I would be looking for here would be this pullback right into this previous support resistance level. So either into 1.2980 or maybe slightly higher into the top of this candle, and then a drop here. So this pullback may not be done yet. So I would watch out for that. I'm not hugely bullish on this, but we may get more of a pullback. So that can definitely happen. So either a pullback into 1.2980 or into a 1.3020 level. And from there, I would be looking for turnaround here for pound. The only thing would be if it doesn't go through, because in the last 2 days it has failed to break through the resistance. If that continues, then we may just see a continuation from where it is right now. So neutral to, I would just say neutral, but it may go up a bit further. So watch out for that, but it's not quite, I don't think the bearishness is quite done yet at this point. So neutral bias for pound dollar. Aussie dollar here, this one went up a bit. We did talk about this yesterday. We talked about how it may pull back a little bit into this pin here, which is where we are, 73.40. Right now, this is, I am more bearish on this than bullish at this point. I would look for, it could retest the high, but overall, I'm looking for a drop here back into the support level at 0.7190. So neutral to bearish bias here for Aussie dollar. New Zealand dollar, this one pulled back. Now it could go all the way. It didn't quite make it to the second resistance level here at 0.6750. It could go up there, and then we could see a drop. Right now, there is some bullishness in this candle, but it is into resistance level. It hasn't actually closed above that. So if it doesn't manage to go through, so if it holds below 0.6720, we're likely to see a drop here. So for now, neutral bias for New Zealand dollar. Dollar CAD here. Dollar CAD pushed up a bit. It's right into the support, tested the support, couldn't go through. We have a pin in the bottom, so this one may go higher here. So neutral to slightly bullish bias, 1.3240 will be the target here. And the second target, we're looking at 1.3285. So bullish neutral to bullish bias here for dollar CAD. All right, let's take a look at our commodities. We'll start off with silver here. We have a doji, we have a rejection from this resistance. So this is a strong resistance level. Price has not been able to really commit above it. Still trading in a range here. Today we have a doji, which means we're likely to see a drop here. So bias here is bearish here within the range, so neutral to bearish. 26.40 is the first target, 25.80 is the second target for silver here. Gold is at an interesting level. We have a pennant going here, so we see a bit of a triangle formation here. We see price is compressing tighter and tighter. So when this happens, so generally what happens is it will break out to one side or another. At this point, we don't know which side, but generally price will compress and then break out. So I would keep an eye on this over the next few days here and see which direction it wants to break out to. So right now, right now today we have a bearish pin bar, so I am looking for a bit of a drop here towards 1935, and if it goes through that, then I would look for 1916 area here or 1910 here area. So for now, slight bearish bias. It's still within that triangle pattern. And generally when price compresses so much, the price move can be quite large. So just bear that in mind. So we could get some explosive price action. We just need to wait for the triangle. So we can just leave the triangle. Actually, we could leave it up here. So let's just I don't need to do that. Okay, so we'll do one of these. So I'm going to leave it here and see how this plays out. So right now I'm just watching the watching to see how price moves, but mainly how it breaks out, which direction it wants to break out into, and that's the direction we need to follow. Oil here, oil did move up a bit. It's right into this resistance level here. We see price is struggling here. This is a strong support resistance level. It really struggled to get to the other side. Now we are right into it. So here it's, I would say, neutral to bullish, but if it doesn't go through this resistance, we could still see that drop. And now should it go through though, then we are back into the middle of this range again. So next target would be 40.70 with caution though, because first thing we need to watch will be this strong support resistance level. And again, if it holds below here, we are looking for a drop. And tomorrow we also have inventories, oil inventories coming out. So this is another one that may be volatile because it looks like we have news for everything tomorrow. Copper here, a bearish pin bar. Yesterday we were looking for a move towards the top of the range. So this is our classic range bound trading. Price went into the resistance and I will look for it to drop here. We have a rejection, bearish pin bar. So looking for a move lower here. So first target is 2.98 and then 2.96. So bearish bias here for copper. Bitcoin here, Bitcoin has pulled, it did go up, but it's right into this resistance now. And this is where we may see it struggle. So this is an important level. If price holds below here at 10,800 level, then essentially we're looking for this move back lower. However, it may pull back slightly higher into 11,000. So that's something to watch out for, the $200 difference. So either looking for a turnaround where it is currently at 10,885 or 11,000, and then a further move to the downside here. So right now, neutral bias for Bitcoin. Stock market here. Stock market, we are, this is our S&P 500. It is into this resistance level here. So it hasn't been able to break the resistance. This is where it's been struggling for last several days. So if it holds below 3420, we're looking for a move back towards the bottom of the range. So market is a bit range bound here at this point. So as long as it holds below 3420, I would be looking for a move back down towards 3300. So this is neutral here. Now it could pull back slightly or pull back more into 3450 and then turn from there. So I would keep an eye on both of these 3420 and 3450 levels. NASDAQ here, NASDAQ did go through this resistance, and overall though it's still trading in a range. Now it could go higher into 11,580 and then drop. So still a range bound here. So neutral bias for this one as well. It's looking range bound. So as long as it holds below 11,580, I'm still looking for a move back towards the middle and the bottom of the range. And then we have the Dow Jones here. This one has given us a pin bar. Price was into resistance, and we may get a retest of it. So watch out for that, but looking for a drop here. So this is bearish for Dow Jones, is bearish here. DAX here, DAX hasn't really done much. It's in a spinning top. So we have an indecision candle here. At this point, it's right in the middle of this range. This one has been trading in a range, as we can see as well. It has failed to go through the resistance. And at this point, I'm just looking for a range bound move back towards the support level at 12,840. FTSE here, FTSE did try to go higher with the positive numbers here. We saw that push higher. Now there is a pin on the top, so we need to be mindful, but this one could go higher here. So if the numbers come out positive again, this is likely to push higher. So 6170 would be the target here, but if it gets stuck here, that will be something to watch out for. If it doesn't go through, we could still see a drop. But the next level here, 6170, looks good. So it may go into that and then drop. So I'm not, again, not overly bullish, but neutral on this. It may have a little bit of a room to go higher here. And then we have Nikkei. Nikkei hasn't done anything. Today's candle close is very, very small. No volume here. So with this one, it can retest the high, but this one is also stuck in a range. And here we are. So if it doesn't go through, we are, as long as it holds below 23,600, we are looking for a drop. All right, so that's it. And that brings us to the end. But before we wrap it up, just a reminder about the Turning Pro Challenge. We're doing a reset here, with this being the last quarter of this year. It has been an interesting year, so time for us to kind of get back on track here. Right now, so normally the Turning Pro Challenge is $9.97. The current price actually is actually, I'm mistaken there. It's $6.97 here. So you get a 30% discount on this. So you can basically join for $300 less here, or $200 less here. What does it include? We are going to do some live training. As soon as you start, you will have access to the Learn to Trade Forex course, but we'll be redoing the training. So every Tuesday, we'll have a live training session. So I will teach you the material. We're going to make some changes to the outline here. I'm going to add some more of some more, I should say, strategies to follow trends and so forth. But you will get access to this course that we have, Learn to Trade Forex course, which is $497 normally. And you will get the live training that we'll be doing. Plus, you will also get a full year's worth of access to Trade Vault. And this one normally is $127 a month, which means it's over $1,500 a year. And you get all of this so you get the $500 plus, so you get basically getting over $2,000 worth of material for $697. So this is really a great deal if you are interested in implementing. So this is the focus here will be on teaching you the setups, understanding the market, but main focus will be on implementation. I find a lot of times people will learn stuff, so you know it, but you're not doing it, you're not implementing the stuff. So that's what the focus here will be, and that's why we're doing the reset. So we'll focus on implementation. Every evening we'll have live calls. So generally I put out the 5 or US dollar crosses information for free on YouTube, but I actually do way more than that every day. So I only put a small portion of that for free. So if you're part of the Trade Vault, you will get access to all the pairs that I look at, or the analysis for all the pairs that I look at. You will also get a spreadsheet every day from me with trades that I am looking at and recommended trades that I am basically following. With that, we will have profit targets and all of that as well. You will also be part of a private Facebook group, and you will get coaching there as well. Every Friday morning, we do a coaching call. So whatever you're struggling with, whatever your questions are, this will be a time to get mentored by me and ask all your questions. Plus the Facebook group, there are others in there, and it's a very supportive group there as well. And so basically you get all the training, you get support with implementing, you get the analysis, and you get mentoring with me as well. So all of that, oh, actually I totally forgot. And because I want to encourage implementation, again, I find people can know the stuff and yet not put it into practice. So in order to motivate everyone to implement what we are learning here, I'm offering 3 different prizes. So basically the prizes will be for, so you'll have to declare your targets so basically once when we start. So if you want to make 100, your goal is 100 pips a week or 50 pips a week, whatever, you set your target. And what we're trying to do is meet that goal. So we don't want like 2,000 pips in 1 week and then negative 5,000 in the other week. All we want to do is have that steady flow of money coming in. So we're not taking ridiculous chances and crazy risks. So the idea is to basically be consistent. Focus will be on consistency more than the amount of money you're making. And for this, you do not need a live account. You can practice in the demo account as well. So it cannot be any easier, but you have a chance to win 3 prizes. $3,500 is the first prize, second prize $1,500, third prize will be $500. So if you are interested in this, I would, or if you're interested in improving your training, because trading, that's really the focus of it, and you want to become more consistent with your profits, this is the place to join. You can go to tradingwithvenus.com/courses. And when you go to checkout, put in the coupon code, we got this, and that's where you will get your discount. So the price actually is $697. I didn't, my calculations are a little off there. So it'll be $697 here, you get 30% off. And this promotion is only valid till the end of this week, because then we will dive in. And if you join after, the price will be regular price of $997. So that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful trading week. So I hope to see you here in the challenge, implementing everything you've learned. All right, I will see you later. Bye for now.